Gentlemen, it's your boy Bullets Gotti. Back with another one. Back with another one. Y'all know how we gonna do this. We live. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all support the channel and whatever y'all like, the content, whatever y'all feel. Y'all know what it is. But make sure y'all smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. We got a lot to talk about today. Y'all know me. I'm gonna definitely talk about this umar thing. I'm gonna definitely talk about Gilbert Arenas, Shannon Sharpe, um, everything that's going on right now, man. Cause there's a lot going on, man. So please smash the like button, man. Y'all coming in here, smash the like button. I appreciate the live. I appreciate the support. I appreciate everybody that come to support my platform. Y'all know how we do. So please make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. I've been chilling, you know what I'm saying, enjoying this week. It's Friday. It's the beginning. It's April, first of the month. Like my boy Bone Thug said, the first of the month. Well, it's the first of the month. And salute to everybody that rock with the channel. Salute the Rapmatic, my boy Q Butter. A lot of shit going on. Y'all know how we do. A lot to talk about that's been going on in the world, especially with these fake content creators. You know, but we off these content creators. I'm not giving y'all dudes no type of light today. Y'all been getting a whole lot of light from me, you know what I'm saying? But every time I speak about these YouTube niggas, I gotta really remind myself that these dudes is weirdo YouTube niggas. You know, that beef. Shout out to Viral Visions. Shout out to Q Butter. Shout out to everybody that coming through. Shout out to the chat. Like I said, it's a whole lot to talk about, man. Whole lot to talk about today, man. So I'm trying to see what we gonna get into. So there's some early shit I want to get into today, but we can get into it. Matter of fact, let's get into this. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Y'all coming in here. There's 30 people in here. Smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? Salute, dude. It's my guy right there. So, I've been on YouTube. I've been watching what's going on with the whole Shannon Sharpe thing. A lot of you YouTubers, man, are just crazy. Oh, and I want to give a big... There's 55 people in here. Let's get the likes up. 55 people in here. Get the likes up. Let's get these likes to 100. There's 55 people in here. Them likes need to be up. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up. Oh, I want to give a big shout out to the young dude. They said he was missing, but he said he was hacked though. Julian Brown, man. Shout out to Julian Brown. He's definitely doing some great positive things. Favorite Kanye song? Well, I got 2, maybe 3, but my favorite is will always be Flashing Lights, and then Devil in New Dress, and White Dress. White Dress. Those are my 3 favorite Kanye joints. Huge Kanye West fan. You know what I'm saying? I rock with Kanye. Kanye is the reason why Rockefeller is what it is. Without a Kanye West, without a Just Blaze, without a Bink, you know, Rockefeller would not have no signature style. But shout out to them. So yeah. So A lot's been going on, man. The whole Gilbert Arenas thing. People just dragging Gilbert Arenas. People dragging Shannon Sharpe. And I'm saying to myself, yo, this is my thing with the community, bro. And I just don't understand this, right? A lot of us got platforms. A lot of us are YouTubers. Some of us is podcasters. Y'all dudes is favorite food, steak all day. I'm a steak fan. And French fries. Um, y'all dudes get on y'all platforms and y'all trash people that look just like you, that come from the same environment as you. Now, don't get me wrong. When I say what I say about certain people online, I speak from the heart. I'm talking from a perspective of the hypocrisy of certain people. But when people blatantly criticize people, you know, and dissing Shannon Sharpe and they dissing Gilbert Arenas or they dissing, you know, Diddy. And I say to myself, what did these people do to you that you have so much hate for Diddy, for Shannon Sharpe, you know, for Gilbert Arenas, you know what I'm saying? Or even a Fat Joe and a Jada Kiss. What did these dudes do to you that y'all could have this much malice and hate for them? You know what I'm saying? I always believe, man, you work smarter, not harder. That's what I always believe. Less is more. And a lot of y'all don't understand that. A lot of people hating on Umar Johnson. I'm watching the who's who of YouTube hating on Umar Johnson. But my thing is, it's like, why y'all mad at him for doing what y'all been doing? Y'all do the same thing. See, this is what I said in my last live, my last couple of lives. I said, everybody that's talking about Umar, whether it's Corey Holcomb, whether it's Anton Daniels, whether it's Hassan Campbell, whether it's Doggy, whoever's talking about these people, right? Y'all do the same thing that Umar's doing. Y'all ask y'all supporters to donate and hit the super chat. Y'all blast y'all supporters if they not sending money to y'all. I watch y'all. So how y'all gonna be knocking Umar Johnson, talking, oh, he crying broke, he need to stop it. Get him a job. The Gully TVs, all these dudes. I'm watching the females and men. And I'm saying to myself, y'all mad at dude for doing the same exact shit that y'all do? Cause y'all dudes sit up on y'all platforms and ask the people to donate, and if they ain't sending no money, y'all blacking on them. I ain't never seen y'all dudes, never see. I'm a dude that y'all see my platform, y'all could never say, yo, Billis Gotti asked his supporters to donate money. You ain't never heard me get up here and say, yo, I need y'all to donate cause for such and such, for my war. Y'all ain't never seen me do that. I ain't dissing Doggy Diamonds, so chill. I just said Doggy was going at Umar. I'm not dissing Doggy, I rock with Doggy. I'm just saying, when dudes got platforms, okay, and they going at Umar, and y'all do the same thing that he does, y'all can't knock that man hustle. Because all y'all dudes is the same. All of y'all is the same. So I always believe you can't knock the hustle. You know what I'm saying? If you a hustler, you a hustler. All y'all is hustlers. Charleston, all y'all. You know? So everybody that's talking about, yo, like, I don't get it. You know? I don't get it. I don't get it. As a man, I just don't get how dudes can hate on another man for what he doing, because y'all all the same, bro. I can see if none of y'all dudes ever ask for donations, ever ask somebody to pay y'all for an interview. I could see that. But a lot of y'all dudes sit up on y'all platforms and ask for all these exact things. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, what, y'all mad that he get a lot of interviews and y'all don't get interviews? What is it? That he's been on the Breakfast Club, he's been on All the Dialogue, he's been on Vlad, he's been on Roland Martin. What is y'all mad about? The man been moving around here doing this thing. See, I care one thing about me. I can't hate a nigga that's getting his bag. However he gets his bag, he gets his bag because I always believe, man. Hustle, hustle smarter, not harder, bro. A lot of y'all dudes ain't working. Y'all not working smart enough, man. So y'all can't be mad at the next man for getting it how he live. You know what I'm saying? Y'all worrying about Umar, but y'all dudes do the same shit. That's my biggest problem with these people, bro. That y'all all do the same shit. Y'all all telling people hit the cash app. Y'all having your moderators telling them hit the cash app. I done see niggas say, yo, I'm shutting this live off. Y'all, if I don't see no donations, I'm shutting this live off. I don't see no likes, I'm shutting this live off. So how y'all mad at Umar for doing the same exact shit that y'all do? That's the hypocrisy. That's why y'all always see, man. Y'all always hear me say, yo, these niggas is hypocrites. Because y'all ain't never going to hear a Bullets Gotti do any of that. So I can't knock nobody. Y'all been supporting this man. Y'all was supporting him when he didn't have the school. Y'all supporting him now. So how y'all going to get mad that he doing what he doing? Come on. Sorry about that. But yeah, these dudes be mad and they be jealous, bro. Like, I look at it like this, bro. A lot of content creators, bro, and this is real. A lot of content creators be salty, bro. They be salty. If you really a content creator, you shouldn't be hating on the next man that's getting it how he lives. I'm not mad at no, like I tell people, I'm not mad at no Umar. I'm not mad at no Umar. I'm not mad at none of these dudes. Because y'all all the same. Y'all all try to act like y'all different when y'all different at. None of y'all niggas is different, bro. None of y'all is different. Y'all all, you gotta understand, bro. If you let somebody play you out your money, or you take your time out to give money out to somebody, then that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Now, for you corny dudes that's mad at Umar, y'all shouldn't be mad at him. Y'all should be mad at yourselves. Because I look at it like this, right? If a dude say, yo, I want y'all to donate to my school, y'all donating to his school. If a dude say, yo, I got this cause, I want y'all to donate, and y'all donating, how y'all mad at Umar for doing what a sucker do? If a sucker want to give all his money out to Umar Johnson, then let the sucker be the sucker. Cause y'all doing the same shit. Hassan out here talking about sponsor this war. Thank you for sponsoring this war. Y'all sponsoring the war. So how you mad at Umar Johnson when you telling your supporters to sponsor your war? Cause you said to your audience that I fear for my safety, and I don't know if I'm safe where I'm at. So I need y'all to sponsor this war because I got people attacking me. Make it make sense. Ain't nobody forcing anybody. So y'all telling the men to get a job, then y'all need to get a job. All of y'all that's saying, Umar, get a job, y'all need to get a job because what are y'all creating? What are y'all creating? Y'all can't say after all this is over with, what are y'all gonna be doing? YouTube till y'all 70 years old? A lot of y'all is 50 plus, 40 plus. You get what I'm saying? And what is y'all doing? Y'all not talking about, oh, I'm getting money, to help out the community. I got nonprofit programs. Y'all just watching another nigga pockets and hating. That's why I can't understand that. Like if y'all mad at Umar, why y'all mad at Umar? He doing the same exact shit that y'all dudes do. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all dudes doing the same. Like everybody, see, this is my thing with y'all dudes, y'all hypocrisy. Everybody wanna be mad, but y'all don't say to yourselves that, yo, we doing the same shit that he doing. Yo, we out here fooling the public, trying to get money out of the public, just like Umar. Y'all hustlers. Y'all act like y'all not hustlers, but y'all all hustlers. Y'all act like y'all no different. See, that's what I always hated about a lot of these YouTube dudes, because they all the same. And they all have that head nigga in charge mentality. Everybody wants to be the head nigga in charge. Everybody wants to be the the Nicodemus of the situation. Everybody wants to be the top dog. They want to be the king of the nigga kingdom. Let's just keep it real. That's what a lot of these dudes want to be. They want to be the king of the nigga kingdom, and they want to be the head nigga in charge. So they all beefing with each other. They all of them got issues. That's just look at Tommy Sotomayor, for example. He didn't get along with nobody, and now look, he's washed up. He's a has-been. Why? Because if he'd have worked with people, people would have helped him out and would have been like, yo, Tommy, I see you going through what you going through. Yo, let me help you out, bro. But when you give your ass to people to kiss and you so arrogant to not humble yourself when you're not in position, and then when you basically get a little inkling back in position, you still throwing your ass to kiss, and then when they humble you, you crying about, oh, people ain't supporting. This is what happens. Same with young Pharaoh. Same with a lot of these dudes. They don't understand, bro. In this world, bro, it's all about relationships. That's see, the people that you see with longevity in this world, they got it because of relationships. That's how people become successful. Relationships. So everybody that fall out, that's always mad with everybody, and then they wonder why people don't mess with them, is because they burnt all their bridges and they destroyed their relationships. Ego can be a motherfucker. That's why you look at dudes like Gully. He want people to kiss his ass. But you see, when he fall off, nobody helping him. Why? Because he don't have no relationships. So niggas get mad at Bullets because they like, yo, Bullets, how you able to get in these rooms? How you able to get in a position? Because I got relationships. And I learned in life, it's not what you know, it's who you know in life. And that's what makes a successful man. See, a lot of these dudes on the internet don't say that because a lot of them have this arrogant persona. We all can be arrogant. We all can be cocky. We all can be confident. But it's always, you have to understand, to be a true boss, to be a leader, you have to have the trace of a leader. You have to understand less is more. You have to understand to work smarter and not harder. You have to understand that who you have surrounding you and assets and liabilities. Everybody wants to be a liability, and people's personal ego and pride can be their liability. That's why you always see that I'ma always be on top, because I learned how to keep strong ties with people. And I learned how to use assets when I have to use them. Because when you use them and you understand how this game goes, then you understand that it's not about all that what you know shit. Everybody could talk a good gambit. Everybody could talk a good game, but who you associated with? See, dudes is mad at Umar because Umar could get on these platforms and he gonna get a bag. I'd be mad too. Like dudes is mad at Charleston White because he can get on these platforms and get a bag. It's not what you know, it's who you know. You know what I'm saying? So when niggas is salty and they dissing Umar, it's like, damn, how y'all dissing dude when y'all doing the same shit? I can't hate on Son when Son is a hustler. Like it just shows the jealousy traits in people. It's just like with Cat Williams, right? Cat Williams went on Shannon Sharpe, right? All that hate he spewed. At the end of the day, when the clout is all said and done with, Cat Williams is gonna have to look and say to himself, damn, I burnt every good bridge. Because yeah, I'm eating off these podcasts, but let's keep it real. When it's all said and done, I done burnt these bridges. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna have to hustle smarter or you gonna have to hustle harder. And a lot of these dudes don't know how to hustle smarter, so they gonna have to hustle harder. You know? So that's the problem. That's the problem with these people. You know? That's the problem with these people. They don't understand that. You know, they don't understand. They don't understand that when it comes to relationships in life, man. You know what I'm saying? Like people talk about Dame, but Dame was a smart hustler. So even though Dame going through what he going through, Dame still got people that'll help him out whenever he needs it. He got a Kanye. Like everybody saying, "Oh, Dame broke." But if people really listen to Dame interview with all the dialogue, you will understand that he not a stupid dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he got the right people that will help him, that will make sure he good. Because he done built all these relationships and he done did good for people. So it's all about what you do for people. You know what I'm saying? Just like people was mad at Kanye for supporting Puff, but Kanye remember the first opportunity and job and who he was with. You know, it was before he got the Rockefeller. He was down with the Bad Boy clip. So it's like he goes back to the dude that before he got with a Jay-Z, he was around Puff. So he already knows, like I'm loyal. This is the dudes I'm loyal to. I'm gonna be loyal to a Mace. I'm gonna be loyal to a Dame. I'm gonna be loyal to a Puff because these dudes saw the greatness in me when other motherfuckers ain't seen the greatness in me. So I always believe that, man. Yeah, I know Dame product. See the thing with Dame, what people gotta understand, Dame is a small dude, but it's just people ain't buying what he's selling. And Dame need to just look at it like don't don't um don't shortchange yourself. Like I ain't gonna lie, like Honor Up, I understand he wanted to do a movie with the feel of Paid in Full, but Honor Up, in my opinion, wasn't a great movie, man. But I understand he wanted to have his man's OG Daniels in there. I understand he wanted to have, you know, Cam and his cousin and everybody in there. But it's like he had to really look at the situation like that wasn't a good look. That ruined my legacy. And Damon understand that it's all about your legacy. You know, like he said in the movie. Honor Up, we do this for our last name. Well, you gotta do this for your legacy. And his legacy was on the line. You know, and that really wasn't in my opinion, that really wasn't a good look for him. That was like it was a bad gamble. Like that one, he should have took that on the hip. That wasn't a good look. But I get it. Dame is a gambler, man. He gambled on that, and he thought it was gonna be successful. But you know, yeah, yeah, yeah. The food and beverage, you right. You know, but You know, he did the fashion, he did everything, so he was like, he wanted to do the movies. Dame loved the movies, man. He loved doing movies. He did Paid in Full, so, and he did shadow boxing, and he did a whole lot of other stuff, so, you know. KVD trying to come home. Well, people should know already that KVD didn't do that. People should know already that Reggie Wright was involved in that whole case. And people gonna sit there and believe, right? Right? And people gonna sit there and believe that Keefe D was telling the truth. He ran his mouth too much. Keefe D is in jail because he did a lot of this. And he allowed the cop, Greg Caden, and Reggie Wright to put him in a trick bag. Greg Caden and Reggie Wright was the reason why he got the book deal. And then Reggie Wright was the one that put him on Bomb first. Then from Bomb First, he put him on Vlad. And then from Vlad, all the dialogue and all that. But that just goes to show you that it's some BS with that. But, hey, it is what it is. Keefe D was thirsty for that bag. He was thirsty. But he knows, like everybody else know, that if you wasn't involved, you should not have said anything. That queso situation, let me just say this too. Because I seen queso got found guilty. I don't know if son is his cousin or whatever, but they found both of them guilty. That's a teaching moment for dudes in the streets. The streets is dead, man. When your father sits on a stand and testifies on his own seed, and he ain't really say, yo, I take the charge for my son, and he testified on his son, then you already know it's over. Yeah, Kevin Gates and his wife, but that was bound to happen. She was cheating on Kevin Gates for years. She cheated on him with the personal trainer, the bodybuilder dude. That was her dude on the side. I forgot which one of them dudes, but that was her dude on the side. So that was known. That was gonna happen. Yeah, he was a career informant. That's what they said. The father was a career informant. But for you to be an informant on your son is disgusting, Mr. Warbucks. That was disgusting. Like, this is your seed, bro. You just literally snitched on your seed on the stand. I say, yo, when I saw the pops on the stand, I said, oh, he sealed his fate. It's over with. They're gonna find him guilty. Once the pops got on the stand and said what he said, they're gonna find him guilty. It's over. They cleaned him up. They cleaned him up. The father just sealed the deal. All he did was seal the deal. They cleaned him up. He just made it, okay, we just gonna give him guilty. And that's what they did. They gave him guilty. They knew they was gonna do that. Nah, we ain't expect nothing less, Mr. Warbucks. But it was his nasty work. That dude just told on his son. And really, what really disturbed me is that he was his son co-defendant on the case. That's the crazy part. He the co-defendant. But, you know, that's what these dudes do, man. Nasty work. Nasty work, man. Nasty work. Oh, and let me say this too, man. This whole Diddy thing, they need to let that man go, man. Puff, Kevs, Tory Lanez, let them dudes go. If they getting ready to pardon Miss Maxwell, because that's what they saying right now, the media, that they done took her to another jail, like, let him go. What you holding him for? Like, the Mann Act, we already know what that was created for Jack Johnson, Chuck Berry. They holding them in there on the Mann Act. He beat the RICO. He beat the charges that they really wanted him for. What was the sense of holding him in there and not giving him bail? Give him bail. You know what I'm saying? He ain't threatening nobody. Why would he do that when he just beat the feds? Why would he threaten people when he just beat the feds? Why would he risk all of that, his freedom, to get another case? Trying to hurt somebody. Come on, man. That don't make any sense. That don't make any sense. You know? And for the people that keep saying, keep him in there, what y'all keeping him in there for? The case was weak. The Southern District of New York knew they didn't have no case. The Southern District of New York knew the case was weak. You know? They knew the case was weak. You know what I'm saying? His attorneys proved the case was weak. You know what I'm saying? His attorneys proved the case was weak against him. You know what I'm saying? Brian Steele, Mark Agnifilo, Teddy Garagos, they proved that the case was weak. And because they proved that the case was weak, that's why they lost. If the case was strong like they said it was, they would have found him guilty. The alternative, the juror that was the alternative on the case, the alternate juror, he even said that it was a BS case. So if the juror that's on the case said it's weak, come on, man. He didn't believe that Cassie was a victim. You know? Melly who? Oh, Big Rome. What Melly you talking about? I mean, he could sit in there till October. But I mean, he did almost a year. Because September gonna be a year. Oh, YMW Melly? Well, 1090 Jake helped out on the YMW Melly case. 1090 Jake interviewed the dude that's telling him YMW Melly, right? So he helped out the case. And the paperwork, they salute 1090 Jake for helping out that case. So that's what I said, man. Vlad, No Jumper, 1090 Jake, they solving a lot of criminal cases, man. Yeah, the hurt 1090 Jake. You know, 1090 Jake and them dudes, they solving these cases because dudes be going up there chit-chatting with these dudes. You know? And the sad part is, you know what I'm saying? They making these dudes rich. You know what I'm saying? Look at Vlad, man. His mom's a whole agent, right? The who's who know this. Mom's a whole agent. How you doing, Alexandria? How you doing? But, you know, Vlad mom's is a whole agent. And dudes should know, when you look at dudes like Adam, Vlad, 1090 J, Trap Lord Ross, you got to look at these dudes' backgrounds. 1090 J comes from a police family, honor lawyer, people with money. They brought him to Albany Projects. Nasty work, man. Like, Bloodsport, I lost so much respect for Bloodsport for doing that. Because if people like Ring Dog and the real Albany people, was still alive, that would have not went down like that. But this is what happens when money and integrity controls these people. So people like Vlad, people like Adam, people like 1090J, you know, these people had political ties and their families is connected to politicians, police, law enforcement. And you talking to these people thinking like, oh, nah, they not going to do that. And you spilling your guts out. And now look, he would have booked that whole situation. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole fact. Um, and the crazy part is this, right? Is that they giving these people voices. Just like Adam, right? Adam goes to the 90s, right? After they done R.I.P. Ringo, definitely. He goes to the 90s, right? With Bobby Shmurda. Bobby Shmurda takes him all through the 90s. The infamous Laundromat with Sean shot Gangsta Act. Like, he takes them all around there, right? And mind you, these dudes said, yo, we ain't messing with Adam because he interviewed the dude that killed Pop Smoke. But they were so thirsty to be in front of Adam's cameras. You see how that? You see how life works? You see how these people be so thirsty? You see how people be so thirsty? They wanted to get up in Adam cameras. And these are the same people that they got the nerve to be talking about, or we ain't messing with these dudes. You know? But that's what they get, man. And they wonder why, yo, we getting indicted. They wonder why. They wonder why. Because y'all talk too much. You're talking entirely too much. You know? And it just shows. They don't know how to keep it hush. You know? It's crazy. P. Gutter, nasty work, man. Nasty work, Mr. Warbucks. That nigga they on his bumper, matter of fact. The OGs from Flatbush, they on his bumper. Mr. Warbucks, they on his bumper because they don't appreciate him bringing old boy over there. You know? Oh, shout out to G Dep, man. I saw G Dep interview with Drink Champs. Dope interview. A lot of people like, yo, G Dep, man. Yo, Puff left you. Yo, why you ain't going in on Puff? Like, first of all, man, why should he go in on a man that, like he said, gave him his pub, his masters, he's able to eat? Why would he be mad at a man that reached out to him, that linked up with him? Why would he be mad at that man? That man gave him an opportunity. He said he said it was his fault he messed up his situation at Bad Boy. So he ain't mad. He know eventually Puff come home, he gonna be in a good position. You know? And he know he gotta take responsibility. Like, people gotta take responsibility to what happened in their life. You can't always look at somebody and say, oh, yo, Puff did me dirty. No, Puff didn't do you dirty. A lot of dudes did they self dirty. Like, even with Sean, right? Shout out to Sean. But even with Sean's story, like, people say, oh, Puff ain't. Like, people don't know. L.A. Reid came out there. That was Puff money that L.A. Reid was giving Sean. That wasn't Def Jam money. That was bad. That was money from Puff giving it through L.A. Reid to Sean. That's how Sean had them two situations with living good in Paris. So he gonna tell anybody whatever he gonna tell them on the Breakfast Club and what he'll tell for his documentary. But he know what that man did for him. That's why he stood next to that man before he got locked up. He was at that man's ceremony. When he got the key, he was at the VMAs. He was with him because he know that he put him in a position and he donated to his campaign. So, oh, that's messed up. They doing Tory Lanez like that. But, you know, that's why people gotta not listen to everything with people. Yeah, he bought him a Benz. You know, Sean had a Benz and a Bentley and a Porsche. And I even think he had a Ferrari, if I'm not mistaken. And he had an AP and an iced out rollie. So come on, bro. And a Frank Mueller. Like, come on, son. Like, these dudes wasn't living povish with Puff, bro. Puff had these dudes eating lovely. You know what I'm saying? These dudes were living lovely. They was living in, they was living on Park Avenue, in a penthouse. Come on, man, townhouse. That's a fact. That's a fact. They don't see. They don't talk about them stories right there, man. You know the whole situation with Jay Black, with the Range Rover. You know what I'm saying? They don't talk about them situations, Mr. Warbucks. They don't talk about how he changed these dudes living, how these dudes was living, bro. Like when Mark Curry be on Clubhouse and he be saying the stuff he be saying, I'm like, yo, Mark, you know how you came to Bad Boy, bro. You came through D-Mac. D-Mac brought you to Bad Boy. And when you got signed over there, you was getting a bag. You was eating good. What happened to you, Mark, is that you blew that money playing both games. You was trying to be a rapper and you was in the streets. And you blew that money on them bricks and you went broke. You can't blame Puff. Cause you ain't hustle smarter. You know? You don't never hear Loon say, oh yo, Puff did me dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like when you hear dudes like Loon and G Dep and these dudes speak, they tell you, yo, son, listen, man. Dude been fair to me. Come on. It's deeper than what people out there. A lot of dudes' stories be deeper than what it is, man. Like people talk about Craig Mack. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yo, Mr. Warbucks. People talk about Craig Mack, right? They don't talk about what Alvin Tony said on This Is 50 about the situation with Craig Mack. How Craig Mack was doing some hating shit and telling Big, oh, he robbing us. Come on, bro. Come on, man. You know, I understand Mace's story, but listen, I rock with Mace. But see, Mace's story is this. He left with 3 million of Puff money. He was trying to get out the contract to go sign with 50 and them at G Unit Interscope. And son was like, nah, you can't do that. You left with 3 million. You went to church and left with 3 million. Come on, man. People be mad at people and it be corny to me. It's just like when people talk about R. Kelly, man. Shout out to my brother Levi in the building. When they talk about Kels, like, what y'all mad about? Because everybody that's talking all this, oh, we don't want to talk about dude. Like, I respect Fat Joe for keeping it official. I respect the people that keep it official. But when you hear a lot of these dudes that don't want to talk, oh, we ain't talking about that. I don't like that about these dudes. Because to me, it's like, what are y'all scared of, man? What are y'all scared of? Like, these people, like you got the political people right now. It's like, come on, bro. It's talking about Jeffrey Epstein all day. Or they talking about Woody Allen. Or they talking about Harvey Weinstein and all these people, right? Or anybody that did some wild stuff or Vince, right? They talk about these people, they praise them or whatever. How everybody want to be like when it come to us as a people, bro, we get scared to talk about people. Like, okay, what a person doing a personal life should not reflect what they did in they life, in their career. Niggas like they want to tiptoe around it like, oh no, come on, bro. Can't tiptoe around shit, bro. Like that's my issue with people as a whole, as black people, bro. Like everybody's scared and everybody got a beef, and people don't want to talk about what they did. Like if people watch Surviving R. Kelly or they watch The Fall of Diddy, or they watch all these documentaries, you see nothing but disgruntled, broke ass people that's mad about what? What are you mad about? Y'all mad about what? This is my thing with people. Like, why is y'all? Because when the money was rolling in, when you was living that life, when you was partying, busting the bottles, they was a good person. But now all of a sudden, you fell on hard times, you broke, you ain't got nothing. Oh, now it's, oh, he a piece of this. Oh, I ain't never like him. Like, come on, bro. These people get kicked out the whip and they get salty. Now everybody got a story to say. Now everybody got this to talk about. But 20, 30 years ago, you ain't had nothing to say. You was chilling, living life, popping bottles like, oh, that's my man's. That's what I don't get with people. Like, everybody be so salty, man. Like, if you can't sustain a lifestyle, stop trying to be a part of the lifestyle. Everybody gotta, see, that's my thing with people, bro. I always believe in life, bro. If you can't keep up with the Joneses, stop trying to be the Joneses. That's how people gotta understand. Everybody want to keep up with the Joneses, but can't sustain a life to be the Joneses. So you gotta play your lane. Everybody got lanes. Don't get mad because you done fell on hard times. If you a hustler, you can get it again. But if you ain't a hustler, you can't get it again. Then hey, it sucks to be you. But life is life. People get in their feelings. I don't get it. I don't get these people. I don't get how these people can get off living their life, always want to expose something. These broads, like look at Corinne Stephens, for example, right? Look at Superhead, for example. Superhead is a perfect example of a lot of these women that's in the industry. But just look at her, for example, right? This is the chick that's behind the whole Donald Sterling situation. Let's get this clear. Because she told the girl, the V Stefano chick, that yo, you need to get money out of dude. Oh, peace, Queen, how you doing? You need to get money out of dude and blackmail him. The girl go and do that, and the girl lost in the end, right? Now, what Corinne Stephens do? She ain't doing that. She ain't telling other people to do that. She not even doing that. But she told a girl to go do that because she know the girl ain't know the game. So you gotta look. Corinne Stephens was a notorious prostitute. She went from Cool G Rap. She went after Cool G Rap had her. Big Chuck was taking her around these artists. Irv had it. Then when Irv had it, Puff snatched it up in Star Island. Everybody had their turn with her. Now she's a what you call a snake oil salesperson, where she can get on the platform and act like she ain't say none of these things. You hear how she talking, right? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about me having sex. But you wrote in your book that you slept with all these men. You wrote in your book that you had a relationship with all these dudes. This is what I'm saying. All these people, when they hit on hard times or they trying to distinguish themselves for not being what they is, like, come on, stop it, man. You came in the game as what you came in the game as. Y'all gotta stop it. Facts. Y'all gotta stop it. You know. You know, these people, they get in the game. Yeah, Eric B means. These people get in the game and they want to change up their life. Like, stop it, bro. Stop it. It's just like with Wendy, right? Look at Wendy, for example. All the gossip that she did on people for years, right? All the gossip that she did on people for all the years, on the radio. Look at her life, man. Her husband cheated on her. You know what I'm saying? Like, the white lady taking her money. Look at what the white lady doing to her, man. Look at what the white lady doing to Wendy right now in 2025. How you doing, boss? Look at what she doing to her. Like, right now, she has to look at her life, and it sucks to be her. That basically, All the careers, all the money she done made, being on radio, having a talk show. Uh-huh. And now, when you look at her now, she's not even herself no more. Like, she don't even want to be herself no more. She done lost it all. And now, all that gossiping, all that, being run through, because she been ran through like everybody else. All of them get run through. Thank you, boss. Have a good one. All of them get run through. And she's a perfect example of somebody that got ran through. She got ran through. Instead of her, looking at her life and saying, you know what? I did all of that. Let me apologize. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she definitely did betray Rob. But now you look at her life now, man. It sucked to be her. It sucked to be Wendy, man. It sucked to be her. You know what I'm saying? Like Tyson Beckford said on was so messed up. Like he said on the Breakfast Club, I don't feel sorry for her. I wouldn't feel sorry for her either. Cause look what you did. You is no different than a Superhead. You no different than a Gloria Velez. You no different than all these chicks that been ran through in the industry. And they all get bitter, man. They all get bitter. When the money slow up, when life run down on them, they get bitter. They get bitter. I would be bitter too. I would be bitter too. You know what I'm saying? I would be bitter too. But you should have played the game more smarter than that. You know what I'm saying? Tricks is for kids. Let's keep it real. And now everybody, they looking at themselves, like I said, man, when you look at all these people that got so much to say, like, how do you live your life? We keeping it real, though, Mr. Warbucks. We got to keep it real. We got to keep it real. Everybody want to, that's why I be saying, like, the industry, like, come on, man. What people got to realize, man, all these chicks in the industry, all these dudes that want to act like they was so, I wasn't messing with dude. Like, I don't like when dudes got to lie, bro. Like, some dudes got to look at it and say, you know what, man, let me not say nothing, man. You see why dudes is on Hove back right now? Because it's like, Hove, man, we thought you was family, bro. Like, I listened to Puff conversation with Kanye, right? Kanye was talking to him on the phone, and he said, man, I thought we was all family. But you got to look, bro. These dudes don't be family, bro, because these dudes be scared that they might lose their position at the top of the top of the top. So they got to get certain dudes out the way. Yeah, she tried to have a victim story, man, and it got no traction. She know what it was, man. She got with Aaron Hall, and she thought that people was gonna feel sorry for her, and that, I was this, but you was dancing for Luke. You had no business dancing for Luke. You can't play victim now that you in your 40s. You want to play victim. These chicks be crazy. Yeah, he a friend of nobody, man.
I didn't make Manny do anything.
He a friend of nobody, man.
I got Manny out of prison today.
No.
For good. And I got exhausted to clean up.
But a lot of them dudes thought he was a friend. That's a fact. Aaron Hall said it out of his own mouth. He said, yo, she was with Mad Lion, and he snatched her up out his hands and took in the room. And they was in there for like, I think he said 5 days. So that nigga Aaron Hall is a different type of nigga though.
That's not really fair. Don't walk out.
Yeah, but Mr. Warbucks, he ain't patched it up with Sauce Money, bro. Sauce Money? Come on, bro. You patched it up with Jazz, but what about Sauce Money, bro? What about The Haven? You know? That's my thing. Yo, Amber Hall crazy, man. Yo, Mr. Warbucks. Amber Hall is crazy. Amber Hall is wild. That dude is shot out. He shot out his mind, son. Amber Hall crazy. He said, now if you lose, he said, go renegade, bitch. That nigga took the pimping shit to a whole nother level, man. Whole nother level.
So what's new at Macy's this week? Two words. Abercrombie Kids. Here just in time for
Oh, yeah?
school. Also, the smartest new looks from Jordan and
Oh, that's
Levi's.
crazy.
There's always something new when you shop at Macy's.
But he said, Source Money said he blackballed. He said he thought Puff blackballed him, but he said it was Hove. Yeah, I heard he was pimping out in the West Coast. Aaron Hall. You're on the low, Mr. Warbucks on the low. That's what I said on the low. A lot of dudes was PIMP in the industry on the low. You know, on the low. You know what I'm saying? Cause I done heard stories about the paid in full posse. I done heard stories like paid in full posse had all the chicks. I done heard stories, man. Like, I'm dudes. That's what them dudes was getting into, son. He felt that's true, but it's Warbucks, man. Come on, son. Sauce is nice, man. Like Sauce is on the same level as Son. He nice. Like Son wrote the biggest record for Puff. He wrote "Missing You." So Son is really nice. Son ain't no whack rapper. Like Son get busy, but Son said he felt like he thought it was Puff. He kept saying, "Yo, Puff blackballed," and he said, "Nah, I got the word. It wasn't him. That it was Hove." Yeah, yo. You know who told me that, Mr. Warbucks? You know who told me that off the record about G-Rap? Not G-Rap, but Bumpy, but Freddie Fox and Chuck and Ed Live was pimping Benzino, because he told me they was in Boston doing a thing out there. Zeno told me that, man. Yeah, he told me that. He like, yeah, they was out there doing they pimp thing out there. That's what he told me. We was talking. It was off the record. He was telling. I think, yo, matter of fact, he said it on an interview too. But he ain't say all of it, but he said a little bit of it in the interview though. But yeah, he told me that. He said, yo, they was out there heavy, because he said they was out there in Boston heavy. Like that whole paid in full posse. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Because Big Chuck, a lot of people don't know Big Chuck was doing security for Hove. Big Chuck, the reason why Hove was able to work with Dr. Dre, because remember Dr. Dre, when they was doing the Chronic 2001, it was Big Chuck that helped out on that album. Big Chuck brought all them producers, the Sam Sneeds, all of them that came from Eric and them. Yeah. God. Yep. God is from out there. God is from Corona. That's a fact. He from out there. Him, Big D, all of them. That's they crew. God, Big D, Preacher means Cuff, cause Cuff was down with them. Cuff, all of them. They from out there.
He's gonna be lending his photography
Hmm.
skills for the recruitment push.
They from out there.
Doing right along with the
You know what I'm saying? But they was that's how Death Row East. You know? Yeah, Mike, yo, Mr. Warbucks. A lot of people don't know how official Mike Bibbs is, man. A lot of people don't know how official Mike Bibbs. Mike Bibbs was connected to Paid in Full Posse, YBI, like official. Mike Bibbs is official. Mike Bibbs is official. Official tissue. Like, that's what I was telling Zeno. I said, yo, it's only like two two individuals out of Boston that was strong. Mike Bivens, Bobby, and I say you, Zeno. I say y'all was the strongest dudes. Y'all had the street ties out of Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like when you talk about like Boston, like tied in, linked in with certain individuals, yeah, them dudes was ain't to play with. You know, y'all heard the story, the biggest robbery. Yeah, that's a fact. He used to be with Ken. He used to be with Ken Do. Mike Bivens used to be with Ken Do, Jesus, and all them. You know what I'm saying? Like them dudes was Mike Bivens is known, man. He is known, son. The height of New Edition. He is known. He known by a lot of dudes. Real talk. That's why I say, yo, you would. I told Zeno, I'm like, yo, you and Mike Bivens was like two of the biggest. Like when it come to like the streets of Boston, y'all dudes was strong, son. You know what I'm saying? When it come to like dudes out of Boston, they got like that reputation. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sort of like Jam Master Jay, another one. You know what I mean? A couple other dudes, you know, because you know the hip hop game. That's what people gotta understand. The music industry gonna always have ties to the streets, whether people like it or not. You gonna always have the streets involved in the music industry. Like people gotta really look at it. A lot of these record labels, it didn't come from clean money. It came from street money. Let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? It came from, you know, Baltimore. Yo, Baltimore is a city that's low key a New York City. I'm gonna keep it real with you. A lot of NYC dudes got a lot of money in B-more. And this is a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact, Mr. Warbucks. Like a lot of like, you talk about the Loses, you talk about Billy Guy. Like Baltimore is one of them cities, man. Like the NYC dudes' names ring. Like D Nice from Brooklyn, his name ring out there in Baltimore. Like Preem, his name ring out there in Baltimore. Like Billy Guy's name, DNY is strong in Baltimore. Like it's not that many dudes that you could say that's strong. That's why when Irv said, "Yo, we gonna go through Baltimore and yeah, heavy, they heavy in Baltimore." Like that's why Irv said on the interview, he said on Drink Champs, he said, "Yo, we was gonna go eat at the chicken spot. We gonna have the Maybachs and the Rolls Royces and the Bentleys out in Baltimore, chilling at the chicken spot." Is because Preem is big in Baltimore. Preem is strong out there, son. Like I said, you got Preem, you got D Nice, you got DNY, you got Billy Guy, you got Los. Them dudes is the biggest in Baltimore. Like when you ask anybody like New York guys that come out of B-more, they gonna say them names. Cavario too. He known out there. But they gonna say those names, man. That was some bozo, but you gotta look. Yo, Mr. Warbucks, you gotta look. They did I Cry out there in Cherry Hill in the projects. So he going off of, they got the strength behind them because of Preem. So that's why he said what he said. But yeah, that was some bozo. I ain't gonna lie. That was kind of crazy. Nas was kind of, he was thinking ahead. He was like, yo, but what if we die, my nigga? He said, yo, that's when I lost him. But Nas wasn't bugging. Like, even though, yeah, we strong, but, you know, we kind of stunting on niggas out here, man. Like, Baltimore ain't no place to be stunting. But DC, that's a whole different animal, son. Whole different animal. Like, if they made a DC movie, like, it's crazy. Yeah, he wasn't trying to hear that. He wasn't trying to hear that. Yeah, bro, we doing something real soon, man. We working, bro. We got a lot coming with the Rapmatic. Don't we ain't done. I'm working on a lot of projects, bro. So we ain't done, man. We coming back with some new episodes, man. Yeah, Nas wasn't trying to hear that. Nas wasn't trying to hear that. Cause Nas know he was bugging. You know? But you know who really bugging right now? Yeah. Nas tied to pay in full posse. That's why that Pac and Nas situation got squashed the way it did, cause they all was linked with the same people. And the only dudes that was able to talk to Pac was Big D and Eric B and Preem. Ain't nobody else was able to calm Pac down. Those were the only dudes that was able, them three was able to calm Pac down. Because Pac ain't want to hear nothing with what dudes was saying, you know, when it came that east. So they was the only ones that was like, yo, go at who you going at, but don't go at the whole New York. That's why Hit 'Em Up got changed. But it wasn't like, you know, he was going to go at the whole, he was going at the whole city, but it was like, nah. That's why a lot of those records didn't come out, you know, but Reggie Wright, you know, and the dude John, they released all that, but none of those records was supposed to come out. The original Hit 'Em Up, none of those joints were supposed to come out, bro. You know what I'm saying? But they all was in the same circle, so it took Eric B and them was like, nah, man, you gotta squash that with Nas. And he did, you know. He did. You know, it's kind of messed up. They wasn't able to work though. Yeah, he didn't realize that. He didn't realize that. You know what it was? Mr. Warbucks, he heard the message and he thought the message was coming at him. And that's why he was like, oh, nigga throwing shots at me. But he finally, when he had the conversation with Son, he finally was like, yeah, we is on the same team. And he squashed it. Freeway Ricky Rules. Yeah, Ross, yeah, Freeway and Harry O sponsored the Songstress album. That was Anita Baker's first album. That's the one with My Angel on it. That's the album they funded. Yeah, Pac was a sensitive. Yeah, he was. He was. Hey yo, everybody talking about this Rick Ross thing, man. I see. Yeah, they was eating money bags, little beans, like E Money bags and nickels. Both of them was tight with nickels and E Money bags. And it was with both of them. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. E Money bags. You know what I'm saying? Those like, that's why I said like like Pac, when they talk about Pac's story, Pac, like when they talk about the Jack and the Jimmy, yeah, he was cool with Jimmy, but I always say like, and anybody will tell you that no Pac, he was running when he came to Brooklyn, and who was taking him around Brooklyn was T Black from the East. You know, he was in the East, he was in Flatbush, the Star, and all that. But who was taking him was T Black, free Tyrone Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Free that man. You know what I'm saying? That was who was taking him around all the hoods out there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was. He was. Yeah, they was go. That's the original best of both worlds, Pac and Raw. But yeah, let me talk about this Shannon Sharpe thing, man. Yeah, T Black and Ricky Lee, that's a fact. But let me talk about this Shannon Sharpe situation, man. Cause people been going in on Shannon Sharpe with the ESPN. ESPN was wrong for firing Shannon Sharpe. And I'm gonna say this, right? Cause when y'all look at that whole situation, right? Old girl was being pimped out by the lawyer. I don't care what nobody said. The lawyer pimped out Tony Busby. She got pimped out by the lawyer. Shannon Sharpe gave the money. However he did it, he gave the money. But my thing is this, right? He got the money. Why fire the man when y'all had the man? Now, y'all was gonna let him go. Y'all should have said, yo, we let him go when it first came out. Why wait months after when football season start? Y'all fired dude. And then not only that y'all fired him, they fired a homie Kendrick Perkins. I'm like, damn, y'all fired Shannon Sharpe, Kendrick Perkins, Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas, I think, also worked for ESPN. They fired him too, which is crazy. Y'all fired. I'm like, yo, y'all fired. And Gilbert, that's my thing with Gilbert Arenas, man. How y'all gonna build a case on dude, right? This is my thing with Gilbert Arenas when I look at his case. Everybody gambling. Gambling is legal. But it seems like this federal thing right now, they hitting niggas with federal RICOs for even non-violent shit. ESPN is definitely struggling. ESPN and Fox Sports right now is struggling. They done fired, Fox Sports done fired Joy Taylor. I think they let go uh the homie, I forgot his name. They let him go too. And they let go, I don't know if they let go Skip, but I know they had an issue with Skip. But with Gilbert Arenas though, this is my thing, right? Gilbert Arenas is having his best comeback in his whole career. I don't care what nobody said, bro. This dude, y'all gotta look at it. Gilbert Arenas got kicked out the league. And don't get it twisted. He was the when he was on the Washington Wizards, yo, he was leading them. They was going to the playoffs. Like Gilbert Arenas was that dude in Washington. He was that dude. When Gilbert Arenas, got kicked out the league, he really wasn't doing anything. He was low, his baby mama who slept with Shaq. Y'all know her, Laura Govain from Basketball Wives. She was talking about him on Basketball Wives. But then Kwame Brown made Gilbert Arenas come out where he really wasn't doing no internet. He did an interview here and there, and then he did Steven Jackson. I beg with Steven Jackson, the Barnes podcast. He did their podcast. He ain't say nothing. Yeah, they got him for the hammer. They definitely got him. He had the hammer. Him and what's my boy? He just came home from jail. They had the hammers in the locker room. They had a dice game. They pulled the hammers out, and they was getting ready to let it go. They was about to kill each other up in there. You know what I'm saying? Because I think son loaded dice or something. But Gilbert Arenas is a gambler. He liked to gamble. All right, he got kicked out the league for gambling. They was shooting dice and hammers got pulled out. So he likes to gamble. But like I told y'all, Gilbert Arenas didn't want to do podcasting. Shout out to Gilbert. He was chilling. He was collecting that NBA check, because when you in the NBA, you still get money. Even though you might be kicked out the league, the union still blessed him with a check. So he was collecting that NBA money chilling. Kwame Brown, he didn't like the interview that Gilbert had with Steven Jackson. Now Gilbert ain't say nothing about Kwame. Sucker ass Kwame Brown. He ain't say nothing about him. Definitely, David. Um, he ain't say nothing about Kwame Brown. He was like, yo, you know, play salute to Kwame. Kwame Brown wasn't trying to hear none of that. He went in on Gilbert Arenas. Oh, that bitch ass nigga. I say that nigga life. You know, he was just going in, and then he just his whole YouTube career was banging on Gilbert Arenas, banging on Stephen A. Smith, banging on Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, and Gilbert Arenas just got tired of the nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he had a little motion because him and Hassan was going back and forth. He had a motion going on, and him and Tommy was going back and forth. So his motion was good. His shit done died down. He started beefing with no name niggas, and niggas don't even watch Kwame no more. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get a little remergence back with Gilbert going through what he going through. But that's out of jealousy because he mad that Gilbert Arenas it took over the podcasting game when he could have been doing what Gilbert Arenas is doing. But he wanted to be, you know, a bitchy bitch and wanted the beef with dudes, and that's why his career got killed on YouTube. Just like his NBA. He had a fluke NBA career and he had a fluke YouTube career. Now back to what I was saying. So Gilbert Arenas gets on YouTube and he eat this Kwame. And then after he eat this Kwame, he did a 360. Oh, I'm gonna get into the sports game. So he brought in Nick Young, he got Nick Young, Kenyon Martin, and they started the whole podcast. Vernon Maxwell, everybody pulling up over there, and they doing their thing. And he did a 360. He was banging at Kwame. Then he turned the podcast into a sportscast, and then boom, he blew it up. So now, fast forward, you know, he promoting the gambling. Like I said, dude like to gamble. They target him saying, yo, he connected to the mafia, the Israeli mafia out there in Israel. And look what's going on. They building a case on crime on Gilbert Arenas, which is crazy. And then you got dudes talking about, oh, that's what that nigga get. Good for that nigga. Like, and it's hate. I'm like, damn, y'all really hate son like that? Cause he brought not only a youthful spirit to the show for young dudes, but he also brought the street fashion to the show. The sneaker game, shirt kings, you know, like it was him before Will Smith and the Fresh Prince. It was Kadeem Hardison and Malcolm Jamal Warner, neck and neck on TV. Like those two was like neck and neck. Like when you talk about the Cosby Show and Different World, and you talk about fashion, Kadeem Hardison and Malcolm Jamal Warner was neck and neck when it come to fashion. Just that hip hop fashion, hip hop swag. They brought that to TV. You know what I'm saying? Now, Will came later, and then he brought his own, you know, him being a rapper, he brought his hip hop swag too. But before Will and Fresh Prince, nigga, it was a different world in the Cosby Show. You just go back and you look, the sneaker game, dress game, Malcolm Jamal Warner wearing the shirt king sweater. Come on, son. Like, he brought that shirt kings to TV. That was the plug. That was the ultra plug right there. You know what I'm saying? Same with what Kadeem did. They brought that. So that's a terrible loss for the culture of hip hop, for the culture, black culture. It's a terrible loss. You know what I'm saying? Because that's he was a legendary figure. You know what I'm saying? Um, Vaughn and Dirk. Yo, I'm gonna keep it real with the Dirk case. Cause people telling me about that. Dirk, this is my thing, right? Cause I feel bad for Dirk. You know what really happened with Lil Dirk? The internet happened to Lil Dirk. When these people on the internet was like, yo, Dirk got to slide for Vaughn, Dirk got to slide for Vaughn. when they kept saying that he got a slide for Vaughn, you know, people gotta understand peer pressure is a mother. That provoked it a whole element. And then you got dudes that's in his entourage. Shout out to my brother Black Hand Prince in the building. When you got dudes in his entourage that's really not speaking to him, telling him, yo, chill, you the bag. You shouldn't be getting in there. His man OTF Jams, who told on him, same thing like with the queso situation. This is his man's. Come home, he puts this dude in position, put money in this dude's pocket, and the first thing dude does is he snitches on him. So that just shows you that it was no loyalty there in the get-go. And all that, you gotta slide for Vaughn. You gotta slide for Vaughn. You know what happened? It cost him his career. It cost him his freedom. You know, he now fighting a life sentence. The best thing for Dirk is get him a great team of lawyers and beat this case. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta remember, his pops had a federal case. You know, his pops was in the feds. His pops is a known dude in the federal system. Dirk Pops. You know, he's well known. You know, he's the big Muslim imam in the feds. You hear people talk about him, do stories on him. So, you know, his pops will give him some pointers, but like he has to really get a good, solid team because it's not looking good for him. You know, it kind of, it's not like the Young Thug case, because Young Thug case didn't really go to the feds. It just stayed in the state. The Dirk case is a federal case. You know, so it's nasty work, man. You know what I'm saying? But the internet, they 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 um they caused that. Slide for Dirk. You ain't gonna slide for Vaughn. I'm telling Dirk, you ain't gonna slide for Vaughn. It's crazy. How you gonna tell that man to slide for somebody? This man is the money, and he feeding everybody, y'all. You know, whether he did it or not. You know, it's just nasty work. And then you gotta look his case, and then you got Big U case. It's all tied in. It's kind of crazy that his case, Big U case, and Loose Cannon and all of them, they cases all connected. Cause I think in the Big U paperwork, Quando Rondo's in. You know what happened to him is in the paperwork. So it's a whole weird, crazy situation. You got Quando Rondo in Big U case, and then you got Quando Rondo in Dirk case. So it's nasty work. That whole situation is nasty. But you gotta really look at it, man. Like sometimes you gotta really check your circle before it hurts you. Yo, I'm gonna ask y'all something, man. Y'all watch that Coke Smack yet? Coke Smack. I want to know what made French and Smack come together to do Coke Smack in 2025. What made them come together and do that? Cocaine City and Smack DVD. I was surprised they didn't get Fendi involved. Why Fendi? They ain't rocking with Fendi or something? I gotta speak on that. I asked Sub about that. Like, yo, Sub, you know, Fendi supposed to be like a DVD legend. How he not involved with Coke Smack? That's crazy. But Shout out to French and Smack. Them niggas made 1 million. You gotta look. Them niggas made 1 million off of DVDs. Smack and French made 1 million off of DVDs. French is the ultimate hustler. I don't care what nobody say. French Montana is the ultimate hustler. When you talk about a dude, right, that came in the game as a rapper and say, you know what? I could switch up, do the DVD hustle, and then promote my raps. Smallest hustle ever. Because he transcended the DVD game. You know, and a lot of niggas give it up to French. A lot of niggas give it up to Smack. A lot of niggas give it up to French. Them niggas is hustling. I can't knock them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Even though Smack ain't paying them niggas, he ain't paying them battle rap niggas. But I can't knock Smack hustle because Smack and French is supreme hustlers. That's why I don't understand why dudes talk greasy about French. Like I was watching a video. I was watching a video with who was it? Somebody did an interview. Oh, it was Panda Chop. He did an interview with this dude, Big Stu, right? He was talking about French. And I'm like, hold on, bro. I hear what you saying, homie. But it's like this, bro. You is mad. You know, Luca Brasi ain't saying, yo, French did me dirty. He still his mans. You know, and you know, he was managed by Gabi and he was managed by Deb Antony and you talking about older nigga left me and all that. Like, come on, bro. Like, dudes gotta stop, bro. That's what I'm talking about, son. Dudes get on the internet and they just say anything. But it's like I said with the Gilbert Arenas thing, you know, niggas is jealous of Gilbert. They jealous of Gilbert Arenas, man. You know what I'm saying? Now niggas be jealous, man. It's like the jealousy thing. It show like niggas got jealousy. Yo, like Fat Joe title his album, Jealous Ones Envy, son. And it really do be jealous ones that envy, son. Cause there ain't no way a grown man should be hating on another man. If you a fisherman or you a hunter, you go hunt what you gotta eat, bro. Shouldn't be worrying about the next man. But hey, it is what it is, man. It's your boy Bullis Gotti. Salute.